All right, I'm looking at another cryptic crossword today. This is the quick cryptic from the Times again. I did one of these I think last week, and they're a lot of fun. I've done these before, but just not on the channel until recently, and people seem to like it, so I thought I'd do another one today. So, if you're not familiar with cryptic crosswords, it's gonna be a little confusing, and you just gotta kind of it's just like doing any other crossword. There is a little bit of you have to kind of learn how things work, but these are especially difficult. But um, real quick, basically, every clue is going to have a definition and wordplay. And the definition will either be at the beginning with the wordplay after it, or at the end with the wordplay before it. And the wordplay can be a lot of different things. So I'll kind of explain what I'm finding as I go through, assuming I can figure it out. But all right, so clue number one here. Parmesan exemplifies bad luck. Well, I mean, Parmesan feels like it's going to be the definition. Well, bad luck. Bad luck. It's 4 and 6. Cheese. Cheese is 6 letters. Hard cheese? I mean, Parmesan is a hard cheese. I don't know how the rest of it works. So I just said I'm going to explain what's going on with the wordplay, and now I don't understand this one. But bad luck. Hard exemplifies bad luck. Okay, well, that might be wrong. Let's look at some of the other ones and we'll come back to that. Let's do some of the downs now that we got some potential letters. Agony. Duck for opener. Agony. Duck for opener. Agony. Well, hell for opener. Hello? Opener, like an opener, like hello. That's your greeting. Duck. Agony would be hell. Duck. Is a duck is an O? Can duck be O? Oh, it can. Ah. Okay, so if you're in the UK, you probably got that right away, or if you're from the UK or whatever, But if you're from the US, you might not know that duck can mean O. I think it's a 0. I want to say it's a cricket. I've heard this before. I think it's a cricket thing where a duck is a 0. It's kind of like love means nothing in tennis, same kind of thing. Love means 0. And in a cryptic crossword, you can use an O as a 0. So duck equals O because it means nothing, and a 0 looks like an O. So it's kind of like almost multiple times removed, but at any rate. So maybe hard cheese is going to be right. Okay, U.S. readers relaxed and at ease. U.S. readers, that would be me. Relaxed. Okay, so one thing, you've always got to be looking for anagram indicators, words that indicate and to indicate other things, but especially anagrams. And relaxed feels to me like it could be an anagram indicator, especially because I noticed that U.S. readers is 9 letters, and we're looking for 9 letters. So I think it's an anagram of U.S. readers that means at ease. And it's going to start with an R, potentially. So reassured? Reassured. There we go. Okay. It is going to be hard cheese, isn't it? Okay. Out of bed. Father after cold drink. Out of bed. Father. Out of bed. Father after cold drink. Well, out of bed could be up, and cup. Cup was C, but oh, and cold could be C. Oh, I was thinking cold drink. Okay, so it's not cold drink. It's gonna be drink, maybe? I was thinking the definition might be cold drink or out of bed. Well, it could still be out of bed, but drink, cup, something, father, cuppa. I think that's what they, again, Britishisms, right? I think that means like a tea, a cup of tea. If you say a cuppa, a cup of tea, I believe that's so. So this we've got cold can be abbreviated as C. You can do abbreviations if they're like acceptable abbreviations, basically. Cold can be C. Out of bed is up. You're up when you're out of bed. And father can be pa, cuppa. All right, personal pride, say with love. Personal pride, maybe ego? Pride? Let's see. Say. Oh, say. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And love. This is where I just said this with the duck and the 0. I said tennis, love in tennis means 0, and so you can do an O for love. So this is personal pride is the definition. It's ego. Say, if you say, or it's e.g. examples. I'm giving an example. I'm say this thing, right? So e.g. is say with love 0 O ego. There we go. Okay. Clients amended template or template. Amended again. Amended feels like an anagram indicator. Clients is 7, template is 8. So I think the definition is going to be template or template, however you want to pronounce it. And clients is the word we're anagramming, and we do have the S, so it's going to start with S. So I'm just going to write in Sticklen. Sometimes writing out the letters in another order, because clients, it's hard to look at those letters and see them as a different word. So I think sometimes just writing them in a different order that feels like a word, like stencil. It's stencil. Stencil. There we go. Sometimes writing them, mixing them up so it's not saying clients. It's hard not to read clients. Helps you find it. So let's look at this one. We've got 3 of the letters already. Words of wisdom from person wandering into lead. Lead. I'm thinking lead. Plum bum. PB. Like on the periodic table. Lead. PB. Because we've got the P. So maybe it ends in B. Words of wisdom. Proverb. Proverb? Okay, let's see. Words of wisdom. Proverb. From person wandering. Rover. Into lead. So rover, the person wandering, is inside of or put into lead, PB. Okay, proverb. Old boy's pet mixed up A and B, perhaps. So I think A and B perhaps is going to be the definition, because the perhaps in there is sort of saying A and B is an example of this, because if it's not a definition exactly and it's more an example of it, then old boy's pet mixed up. And mixed up, again, anagram. Let's see, we need 10 letters, and old boy's pet is 10. So it's got to be, and we've got the B at the beginning, so it's going to be something. Man, what is that going to be, though? A and B, perhaps. A and B would be an example of this thing. Something like letters or alphabet or... I don't know. We could write. Maybe is it gonna be something toy? We have a TOY. A and B like blocks, like child's toys. Toy. We would have. Blop. Blop. I'm just trying to figure out what the other letters are. Blops. What letter am I missing? D. Blopsid toy. It doesn't quite work. I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of that because I don't know if I like that. Okay. I mean, it's obviously wrong, but I don't know if toy is even right. And okay, call of ostrich. Primarily avian sound. It's a coup because avian sound is a coup. Call of ostrich primarily means the primary is like the start, the beginning. So you're taking the first letter of call of ostrich, COO, coup. Okay, very nice. Got several letters in this one. Let's see. A Scot, he and I upset about a premiere in Ireland. Ooh, okay, so a Scot. 8. So upset would be an anagram indicator. So would about. But I think upset, what I'm thinking is, so a Scot, he and I is 11 letters. So that doesn't work, right? Because we need 9. But you could get rid of the and. It could be a Scot, he, and I, he, I. But that's only 8. But then about A could mean it's around the letter A. And the definition is premiere in Ireland? I'm not gonna know this, I don't think. But O, S, and A are what we've got. So it's gonna be, that's what it's gonna be. Okay, let's look at this. Island, animal, tapir, traps. Island, again, it feels like anagram. Ooh, but it doesn't work. Okay, so island, animal, tapir, animal, tapir. Oh, ha, okay, I got it. Well, I would have thought anagram, but we have the L, and tapir and traps are both 5 letters, but don't have the L, and island is 6 letters and it has an L. It's, the definition is island, and the words animal, tapir, or however you pronounce that word, is trapping. In other words, it holds in here. So we're looking for Malta, right in the middle of animal, M-A-L, and tapir, T-A, Malta, which is an island. I actually did a project in junior high about Malta. We all had to do a project, a presentation about a country, and we had to do like a little trifold, you know, display and stuff. And I actually made a flag of Malta. I got the fabric and sewed it together and stuff. And anyways, so yeah, so I know Malta as a country. It's in the Mediterranean, if you're not familiar. It's a little tiny island. Anyways, substance in serenade, small amount. Substance in serenade, small amount. I feel like it's gonna be, ooh, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if substance is gonna be the definition or small amount. Or amount, because small can sometimes just mean the letter S. All right, let's come back to that one. Oh yeah, we're not gonna know that one. Okay, how about here? Firm retaining trainee initially showing little interest. I mean, initially can mean just use the first bit. Little can be L, so this L could be just the word little. Firm, retaining train. So what I'm thinking, I think the answer is going to be, well, interest. So what I was thinking is I'm looking for a word for firm, like stiff or something. Hard, something, a shorter word because it's got to have other letters in it. Retaining, like holding inside of. Trainee initially, so it could just be a T. And showing little, so if we had like hard, this isn't going to be right, but say the word hard for firm. Retaining trainee initially, the beginning of trainee. Showing little, so having the L, so something like that, and then it would mean interest. But that doesn't work. Retaining trainee initially. It's got to have a T. Oh, stolid, I believe, means, okay, showing little interest. I think stolid means like bored or something, I believe, and it's solid, which would mean firm, retaining trainee initially the T. I think that's right. And let's see, does this work over here? Yeah, we've got the D. So far, this is definitely going to be an anagram of old boy's pet, but I don't know what that's going to mean. A and B, perhaps. I was thinking like blocks, like kids, child's toys kind of thing. As my vacuum makes noise. Let's see. I don't want to go to that one. Let's go here. Hurry past monster insect. Hurry past monster. So, hurry makes me think dart, partly because we've got the D there already. Hurry past could be dart. Monster, and we're going to get insect as the definition. Dart spider, I don't know. No. Hurry past. Oh, past, it could be past, meaning You do the word for monster before the word for hurry? Or maybe hurry is the definition. Past, hurry past could be the definition. Monster, dragonfly. Having the D there helped a lot. So monster is dragon, fly is hurry, and it's past, meaning it's to the right of. And we get dragonfly, which is an insect. Ah, so it's not toy. It's not toy. Because the Y is here. Blood types. Oh, blood types. There we go. Okay. A and B, perhaps, are types of blood. Okay. Very nice. So, mess up. Soft bits. Up could mean we're doing a word, since it's a down clue, if you do up, it could be a word for mess that's like we're writing it backwards. But soft bits. Mess up. You could do a word for mess going up, or mess itself, M-E-S-S or something. And then the word for soft, which could be the letter P. Piano in music means soft, the letter P. But we have the F there. Don't know. Article. Pretty serious. Anytime I see a comma or some sort of punctuation, my brain immediately says that's to trick me, which isn't always true. But this makes us feel like pretty serious is a thing and article is a thing, right? And I think it's gonna, so in my mind, your initial thought is, well, the definition is probably article, and it's something that's pretty serious that means article, but I think it's gonna be article pretty, and serious is gonna be the definition, just because that comma messes with your brain. Article pretty, so an article could be like the, we do have the E at the end, but I don't know how, there's nothing that tells us to like switch the order. So article, I mean, something like theme, but pretty would be me. No. And serious doesn't really work for theme. You could have a serious theme, but theme doesn't mean serious. Article. The, an, or a. Pretty. Article and pretty, and something like, well, no, angel. I was gonna say angels. You could say an angel is angelic, means it's beautiful, but that doesn't work. It needs to end in E, and we don't want angle. We want and or just a. Pretty. Acute. Pretty is cute. A is an article. Acute means serious. This is an acute injury. It's a serious injury. Stolen plant is a delicate matter. And it's 3 and 6. Stolen plant is a delicate matter. I don't know. Bitter, possibly, about vacuous, nauseating viewpoint. Okay, again, bitter, possibly means we're kind of using not a strict definition, but more it's sort of like in a US crossword when you have a question mark, it's a little punny maybe, or something like that. It's not a strict definition, basically. Bitter, possibly. So that could be the definition. Bitter, possibly. Nauseating viewpoint. About vacuous. Well, vacuous. Ooh, vacuous is interesting. Because that means empty, right? It's a vacuum. It's full of a vacuum. It's empty. So are we taking like just the letters A-T? We do start with A. About, the word about, vacuous, could be just the A-T. But then we would have to have, if bitter possibly is the definition, then we'd have to have a 3-letter word for nauseating viewpoint. I don't think that works. Okay. Well, maybe it's vacuous nauseating. So it's the NG. Bitter. So maybe the bitter possibly is about, I don't know. I'm not getting it. I feel like I'm close to understanding the wordplay. Maybe viewpoint is the definition. We would have, I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that one. Let's see. What about this? Usher adjusted corset. So 6 letters, adjusted, anagram indicator for sure. Corset. So it's gonna be an anagram of corset that means usher. So it's gotta have the R, maybe something R-E, or let's see, S-T. I'm just kind of writing in the letters to try and figure escort. If you usher someone, you escort them. Yep. Okay. Curved line, arc, ultimately going around the country. Curved line starts with C, arc, ultimately going around the country. Curved line, arc, ultimately. So arc, ultimately could just be the C. Oh, well, that could be the C. I was thinking that somehow I was getting the C from curved line, but maybe curved line is the definition. We're starting with arc, ultimately, the last bit of arc, the C, going round the country. Curved line. Contour? Yeah. On tour. Okay. A lot of times, this is how I end up solving them. I figure out, I kind of solve them somewhat like a US-style crossword. I figure out which part is the definition, and then I think of a word that would fit with that. Generally. Not always. Like, some of these I've figured out because of the anagram, right? But sometimes I figure it out because of curved line. I had the C, I thought of contour, and then I figured out the wordplay in retrospect, so... Seems to be the way it goes a lot of times. All right, head lost in European tavern. Head lost in European tavern. Well, European can just be E. But head lost can mean you took out the first letter of something. Tavern. A 3-letter word for a tavern. A pub, a bar. It's gotta have an N. In. Head lost. Does that work? Head lost in European. Finn. Someone from Finland is a Finn. If you take off the head, the first letter, the F, you get in for tavern. Okay. Let's go back to this one. Substance in serenade. Small amount. Still don't know. Okay. Go grab bananas around wide planting area. Okay. Go grab bananas. I'm thinking area or planting area or wide planting area maybe is the definition. Go grab, because bananas can be an anagram indicator. So we've got go and grab. That's 6 letters. We need 7. Yeah, so planting area is going to be the definition. It's around wide. Wide can just be a W. So we've got go grab with a W in the middle, and it's all anagrammed. So grow, because it's a planting area. And then what do we have left? Grow. Gab? Grow bag? Grow bag. A planting area? A grow bag? Ah, sure, that could work. I don't know. All right. Briefly crowded public transport vehicle. Well, a bus would be a public transport vehicle. Briefly busy. Busy would be crowded. Briefly means you don't do the whole thing. So bus. Okay. Fed up, changing cover on 4 sofa beds. Fed up, changing cover on 4 sofa beds. Okay, and it's 8 letters. 4, fed up, changing cover. Changing, again, makes me think it's an anagram indicator, but on 4 sofa beds. Well, but it's 7 and 3. My first thought was with fed up was frustrated, but that would be just 10 letters, and it doesn't really work. I mean, the cover on 4, that doesn't really work either. Cover of 4 would be FR, like the cover, the outside part. But it doesn't really work with sofa beds anyways. Frustrated, no, it doesn't quite work. We need a B. But changing makes me think anagram. Huh. Let's go back to this one. Bitter, possibly. Okay, and I was thinking NG, wasn't I? Angle. Bitter possibly is an ale. A bitter ale. Yep. Okay, a bitter is a type of ale. Yep. So a viewpoint is an angle. Vacuous, nauseating is just the outer bit because it doesn't have the middle. It's empty. Okay. Substance. Well, it could be ing at the end. Serenade could be sing. So if we did sing around the outside, we'd have to have substance in the middle, and it would have to mean small amount. Small amount, substance inside of sing. So it's a substance that starts with M. Small amount. Substance that starts with M would be substance. The meaning? And something, but we can't have the ing. It's got to be smattering. A smattering. Matter is substance. Smattering is a small amount. Sing is serenade. Yep. Okay. And this, I mean, the problem is I'm getting all of the checking letters, and I'm not gonna know it. It's the name of some premier in Ireland. I'm not gonna know. It's gonna be an anagram of a Scot, he, I, with an A, with another A, and I don't know. All right, well, we'll get 5 of the letters hopefully, and then the other 4 we'll just have to. We'll know what the letters are. We'll just have to guess on the order. Stolen plant. Okay, so we're down to just those 4. Okay, we're almost done. Mess up. Soft bits. Fluff. I don't think I ever would have got that if I didn't have the F and the U there already. Soft bits. Fluff is how I thought of that. But if you fluff something, you can mess it up. You can make a mistake. Okay. So, fed up. I still feel like fed up is the definition. Changing feels like an anagram, but we need 10 letters. Sofa beds and 4 are all 4 long, so that's 12. Sofa beds itself is 8. I thought about cover of 4 being FR. It says cover on 4. Feels like cover of 4 would be better, but maybe that's what they're saying. Cover on 4. The FR sofa beds. If we did that, we could do something off. Fed up, like, what would that be? Like ticked off or something, but that doesn't work, obviously. But we've got the R and the S. Okay, so what letters do we have left? So if that's what it is, we've got the OFF. We need R and S. We've got R and S. We need an A. We've got the E. We need A, B, D, S. Yeah, there's just 2 S's. ED, something past tense. So then we've got A, B, and D. I know that's not right, but no, not the D. A, B, and S. Arst, but the brast? Is that a thing? Brast off? I don't know that expression. But it sounds I mean, if someone said, "Man, I'm really brast off right now," I would assume they mean they're upset, they're fed up. Brast off. I don't know that expression, but that's the only thing that makes sense given the wordplay. Okay. Well, it's funny that after I said that I often figure it out not with the wordplay. I've needed the wordplay for several of these, but that's all right. That's the way it goes. As soon as I say, "Oh, this is how I do things," then it works out the other way. It doesn't matter. Stolen plant is a delicate matter. This feels like a double definition. I was thinking stolen could mean like, you know, it's putting something inside something else, but I'm thinking it's something that means a stolen plant that also means a delicate matter. Or maybe just two words that mean stolen and plant. Or, because the stolen plant doesn't feel like a definition, I guess. So, stolen and plant. A delicate matter. And it's 3 and 6. Well, let's see. What letters do we have left for our anagram up here? And we'll consider those as the possible starting letters here. Okay. So, a Scott. So we've got the A, the S, and the O, and the T. So we've got C from a Scott. We've got H-E-I. So C-H-E-I and another A. C-H-E-I-A. Could this be C? I don't know. I'm not seeing caught, catch, stolen. Stolen. No. H. Stolen. Or delicate, I guess. Hot potato. A hot potato is a delicate matter. Stolen is hot. Potato is a plant. So I guess a hot potato could be a stolen plant. So it could technically be thought of as a double definition. All right, now we're just down to this one. So what letters did I say I needed? We've got a C, E, I, A. C, E, I, A. Well, it's not going to be T, C. It's probably C, H. E, I, and A. It's probably not going to be a double A. O, A makes sense. So we've got E and I. Which way's better? Is that not quite right? Oh, I was actually just typing it in to look at it. Okay, so it's not quite right. So switch the E and the I. Oh, yeah, I know that's not right. I'm switching it. Chill. Did I do that right? Let's see. A Scott. He, I, another A. We could swap the A and the, yep, A and the I. A and the I? Ah! There we go. All right, wow. I have no idea. I've never seen that word before. I don't know if it's a person's name or a title. It's probably an Irish word, or it's a name. Wow. And I don't know, there was a few, let's see, hard cheese. I never did figure out how that worked with the wordplay. I just got it from Parmesan. Were there any others that I didn't get the wordplay on? Brast off I wasn't familiar with. I think that was it. I think that was the only one that I didn't understand the wordplay. And this one I didn't know the word at all. But there you go. Cool. Well, you know, a little bit of stumbling in there, and I just had to try things at the end, but we got there eventually. So if you had never done a cryptic crossword before, let me know if you understood any of what was going on here. And if you solved this puzzle yourself, let me know how it went. If you're just solving along with me, let me know which things you saw before me and which things you thought I got wrong that maybe I was right about. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.